Hey everybody, Blind Wave back. I'm Aaron.
I'm Calvin.
I'm Eric.
And we're back with another SAO Abridged. This time it's going to be episode 5.
Episode 5.
5.
Yep.
So we're getting through it. There's only 8 of these right now, so...
Just over halfway done.
Well, we're not over yet, but we'll be there.
We're exactly halfway done right now.
Yeah.
We haven't started 5.
We're not
We'll
over.
Finished.
We're not over halfway done. We'll be over halfway done when we hit the play button. No!
We win. Slap him.
One thing that I kind of want to talk about a little bit is we've had some people talking about us being stupid for electing Kirito from the original series.
Stupid?
Well, just highly disagreeing about it. How about that?
Well, I mean, I'll go ahead and talk about it because I have no horse in this race because I never saw the original Sword Art Online. I've only seen this. And I think people have kind of come after me a little bit for saying, like, because I had the criticism, like, he doesn't seem very likable. I don't really enjoy watching him. Mm-hmm. And they're like, well, he doesn't have to be a goody two-shoe to be likable. And it kind of confused me. I'm like, there are people that I think are terrible characters that I like to watch.
I love Tywin Lannister.
He's a likable. Likable doesn't mean, like, happy and nice and saves everybody. You know, likable just, like, the Joker is likable in The Dark Knight. He's just fun to watch.
Yeah.
You know? With this Kirito, I felt like in the first episode, I kind of liked what they had done with them. Mm-hmm. You know, the jokes, I would say they land like 50 to 75% of the time. They're funny jokes. Yeah. Sometimes they're just not my sense of humor, and I understand that Kirito being this 14, 15-year-old kid playing a game online, he's awesome at it, and he was a beta tester and all that stuff. It makes sense if he had that 4chan sense of humor. Mm-hmm. That I personally don't find to be hilarious, but every once in a while it is really good and funny. But when it comes to talking about like comparing the two series, man, it seems like all of these fans of Sword Art Online Abridged hate Sword Art Online.
Yeah, I've noticed that too. I mean, I really enjoyed Sword Art Online.
Yeah,
I like Kirito for different reasons. Some of it is just like he's like the hero that needs to happen. A lot of people talking about him having the plot armor of like not being able to die, but I mean you get that with a lot of heroes and a lot of other stuff too. I feel, but this one here, like
the Bible. Oh, he died.
He died. Yeah.
He came back.
Yeah, that's true.
Sorry.
But I enjoyed the way that they portrayed him in the most part. A lot of it, looking back on it, kind of thinking about it, and I've been rewatching it too while we watch this stuff.
Sure.
And,
I've been rewatching it too.
He doesn't have, I guess, a ton of character development, but I felt that part of it was that he was a solo player. He wanted to be a solo player because he didn't want to let down members of his team.
Sure.
He did join a guild like we saw in the Bridge, and then he didn't join a guild after that, really, because he didn't want to do anything. But then, like the last episode we saw, he did kind of use a girl for bait, but to stop a player-killing guild that was... killing off players.
Well, and
she was never in danger anyway.
Not with him there.
Yeah.
No. I don't know. His progression there, he was just there for people, and he didn't want people to die once it all went down and went crazy. Otherwise, I think he would have just been... He probably would have been just like this kind of socially awkward guy that just wanted to solo play and not care about anybody and play. But once things happened and people were locked in and maybe dying, he started to care about more people. And I just I like that way the character was there.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of people are like, this guy he grows and gets better and whatever. Well, we haven't seen that yet.
We haven't seen it
So
yet.
far, he's just been a jackass playing an MMO.
But, I mean, we've said over and over, though.
And treating other people who are about to die or are dying around him like shit.
Yeah,
honestly.
But we've said that in the past, though, that, like, well, we'll keep watching and we'll reserve judgment until the end, right? Because that's what you do whenever you watch something. And, just because these guys or I might criticize something that other people really like, that doesn't at all mean that you don't like it. Love it. I've never criticized anybody ever for liking something that they like.
If that's the case, we should have stopped watching like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. in season 1.
Yeah. But then you just keep watching it, you end up loving characters. Maybe if that'll happen with Kirito, I have to go on that journey though. But people at the end of the journey are like screaming like, hurry up! you know? And it kind of cheapens it a little bit. So, but I've just kind of been ignoring the comments because it's also the one thing about YouTube comments too, and we can do this with all of our other videos. So don't worry about offending us or anything like that. Yeah. But generally, when you're doing YouTube comments, go down and see if anybody said what you're about to say, because we will get 500 comments saying the same exact thing. You know,
just find a comment that says what you want to say.
And that's fine. It's a good problem to have of people wanting to to be heard and to interact with you and stuff like that, and that's cool. But just tone it down a little bit.
Yeah. Last thing I kind of want to talk about too is just this is supposed to be Sword Art Online Abridged.
Yeah.
You know, we watched Dragon Ball Z Abridged, which was like a short version of Dragon Ball
Abridged.
Z, right?
Abridged is shorter than original source, but keeping the same context.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I always felt like whenever I watched it, I was always asking Eric, so what happens in the real one? Or, like, is this the same? Like, is Popo really a badass? You know, that kind of stuff. Because I wanted to know, like, how are the comparisons of this, but is the story the same? And pretty much
it follows pretty well.
Yeah,
There's
I understand the same story and everything. So, I'm pretty sure I'm going to keep comparing too. And with Eric not watching anything, I like to let him know, you know, this works well.
Maybe I'm at I'm probably at a disadvantage for not having watched the original series, but every time I kind of have a question, you're always like, well, it wasn't like that at all. Completely different, and here's the story. And then you're telling me the story, and I'm like, engaged, you know? Yeah. And then I watch this, and it's like, funny, kind of.
Yeah, you know? it kind of has the same story, but it's very different at the same time. Yeah. So, I don't know. But comparison is going to happen. It's supposed to be a bridge. It's supposed to be a short version of the same thing. So, the only thing that's weird is Sword Art Online isn't that long to begin with. No. So, like, needing a bridge series, it doesn't really need one.
Did I read correctly? There's a Sword Art Online 2?
Yes.
Okay.
Which I haven't watched yet. I'm really bad about sitting and watching Japanese dubbed with English subtitles. Oh, okay. Especially with, like, kids running around, that kind of stuff.
Sure.
So I haven't found an English dub one yet that I can watch, so I haven't watched it yet. Well, I've heard episode 5 and going on up through 8, like, gets really good. I've also heard the opposite, though, at the same time.
Haven't we heard that for every episode?
Yeah.
So, it's like, just watch the next one. It gets better.
We're going to watch them all.
We're going to watch these and see what happens. I'm excited to see. They say Kirito changes in this, so I want to see what kind of character development he gets, too. So, well, let's see what happens with Kirito in episode 5. Calvin, hit the button.
Do it!
Damn it, Calvin. Why can't you just hit the button?
Like a man. Floor 56?
That's it! That's how we'll beat him! Sheeptard, the Sheep King, your reign is at an end.
Sheeptard.
If that thing hadn't already killed 7 of us, I'd say this was a really stupid boss.
We'll get just close enough to aggro him. Then, our archers will kite him all the way to the village. Once he's there, he'll be too distracted killing NPCs to notice us.
I've seen that happen before. It's a good idea in MMOs.
Whoa. We can't just go around sacrificing NPCs. Some of my best friends have been NPCs.
That makes way too much sense.
I like that.
See? Some of them even have fat. Gary. Excuse me. I have to go say hi to an old friend. Who won't be a minute. Hey, Gary. Long time no see.
Gary?
The guy back there. See his eyes.
You left us to die, you bastard. This is for Sergeant. Shogun, my vengeance. How does it taste?
I don't know. Wait, was Gary the cat?
Maybe he has a point. No. This is super uncomfortable.
Is that the character development? He becomes a psychopath.
Yeah, Gary was the NPC that was like, the goblins are coming, or whatever.
Is he the one that aggroed the people?
I think
like
so.
They fell into the trick, maybe?
When they got in the trap?
Yeah.
No, they all died, though, didn't they?
Yeah, but he's
an NPC.
He respawned. So he respawned, so he would have killed him anyway?
Yeah. That's probably... I'm sure we're so fucking wrong.
It could be.
Good intro.
You say that every time.
59. This was like 1.
So, how's your day going? You're looking pretty relaxed there, buddy.
Pretty
love
good.
it.
This grass feels amazing.
Cool. You want to know what I did today?
Not particularly, but I suspect that wasn't a real question.
I was fighting goddamn Sheeptar! And it was great! You should have been there! He was climbing the walls, spitting acid!
We're still talking about a sheep, right? Not like a fluffy xenomorph?
It's a really stupid
Fluffy
boss!
xenomorph?
Apparently not that stupid if it killed 7 of you.
12 now, actually.
Oh, well, that's a thing. But I mean, you survived, so hey, silver lining.
Okay, what the hell is wrong with you? You're way too... mellow.
Well, I had some time to kill before the raid, so I figured I'd power level my alchemy a bit by eating some weird plants. And now everything's just great.
Oh my god. I can't believe this! You're the one that insisted we couldn't use the NPCs as bait, and then you going...
Asuna, look, okay? I get it. You had a really bad bad day. You're stressed out, 7 people died.
12 people!
Not the point. Look, they're dead now. And really, whose fault is that?
Yours!
That's right, no one's. So why don't you lie down, relax, and watch the stars with me?
It's 2 in the afternoon! There are no stars!
Only if you're looking with your eyes.
What the hell does that mean?
Only one way to find out.
You better come down soon so I can kick your teeth in.
Good now. What the? Asuna? What is she doing here?
Ah, looks like someone's having a good time.
A boy becomes a man.
Come on, guys. Let's give them some privacy.
Huh.
Sound like George Takei.
Private. Ooh.
There's an above-average girl sleeping next to me, and no one around to interrupt. I mean, as a man, there's really only one option here.
Is this the character development? Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. That was funny.
Hey, sleepyhead, how was your...
Ah! Tell me what you did right now, and you may live!
How'd your whiskers on your face?
What
How'd your cat whiskers on you because I thought it would be funny, and it was.
is that all?
Yeah? You were asleep. What else would I have done?
Well, I mean, you know, you could have, like, do you want to get something to eat?
Restaurant. The finest cuisine in all of Eingrad.
Oh my god.
It's just called
are
restaurant.
You really gonna complain about a free meal? Serves me right for trying to do something nice for you.
Yeah, remind me to draw on your face more often. I'll eat like a king. Or at least a very wealthy janitor.
This coming from the guy who ate random plants off the ground.
Oh, really? Well, who's dumber? Me or the one who takes a nap next to some crazed drug fiend?
Need I remind you that you were that drug fiend?
You can't be held responsible for stoned Kirito. That guy's an idiot.
Are you kidding me? You're the same person!
Oh, looks like we are out of time. We'll have to continue this next week, but in the meantime, please enjoy these lovely consolation prizes from the Kirito is Always Right Foundation.
Oh my god, you're insufferable! Oh my god!
Huh, look, a human pinata.
Kirito
What happened?
is dying!
Correction, he's suffering. The town's a safe zone. Probably hurts like a bitch, but he's not gonna die in here. Hey man, when you pop, could you try to send the candy over this way?
I'm gonna go cut him down, you jackass!
I'll save you a Kit Kat. Hey, anybody got like a 30-foot stick? I want to take a crack at this thing.
Please.
Oh, don't be such a drama queen. Asna's gonna have you down, eh? Huh.
It's a safe zone though, right?
So, did anyone see where the candy went, or...
Christ's sake, Kirito, a man just died! Let it go!
Once again, Asuna, you can't die in a safe zone. It must have been an event or a prank. Someone messing with an NPC.
Oh yeah, that's a real hilarious prank!
I know, right? I'm kind of sad I didn't think of it.
Excuse me. My name is Yoko. I knew the man who just died.
You mean NPC, right?
No, his name was Kynes. We came into town to have dinner, but we got separated. And then... Oh god!
So, the Kirito is Always Right Foundation?
We're, going through a bit of a rough patch.
Thank you for walking me to my hotel. I don't really feel safe walking
We all did
alone
it.
right now.
It's no trouble.
I'm pretty sure all of our
I'd
heads
like to
went.
ask you some more questions tomorrow, if that's alright.
Of course.
Yeah, and don't worry. No one could possibly get you in here since we're in a safe zone. Good night.
Smooth.
All right, let's review. We heard a scream, ran outside, and saw the victim hung by the neck with a sword through his chest. I don't think it's a coincidence that this took place in the town square during the dinner rush. Someone wanted this to be seen.
Yes, but that just raises a bigger question.
Oh, and what's that?
Why do you even care?
I'm sorry, are you asking me why I care that a man was killed?
No, I'm asking why you care that a man was killed.
Forgive me, but I don't follow.
Well, let's see Hey, most people would charitably refer to you as the Crown Prince of Douchebags. Long may he reign. Your usual reaction to human suffering is to pull up a chair and crack out the popcorn. What's your angle?
Asuna, I am shocked and appalled that that is your opinion of me. All I want is to see justice served and to bring that poor girl some closure.
Really? You care that much, huh? What's her name?
I'm sorry, what?
The girl's name. What was it?
Well, you know, it, starts with an A.
Why?
Right, why, of course. That's close. I mean, they're basically neighbors. You can understand my mistake.
Of course.
It's a yoga pants?
Yoko!
Okay, fine, God. Just
Yoga
gotta put
pants.
those right. There's no way that guy's really dead. There's something
only
else
thing I
going
noticed-
on
I mean-
here, and I'm gonna prove it.
Wow, how noble of you.
Oh, spare me, Wonder Woman.
He just wants to
We're
figure
only
out how to
doing
kill
this
people
prove
in
I was
a
wrong.
safe zone.
Hey, at least I pretend to be
Is that what it
nice
is?
to
Is that what
people.
you're saying?
Yeah,
I think so.
whatever. Wait, pretend?
I pretend.
Hey, Thunder Lion, how's it hanging?
House theme, Zelda.
Well, if it isn't my least favorite
Is
color.
that Leslie?
You just say
Tiffany.
that 'cause I'm not dumb enough
Tiffany.
to buy any of your crap.
It's a
Yeah,
Darth
well,
Rocky
if there's
sword.
one upside to being trapped with these idiots, it's that they'll buy pretty much anything. What's the matter with you? Why would you bring her here? I thought we were friends.
What?
That's a
I don't
different guy.
understand. What's the problem?
Oh, it's not him.
Hey,
That's Tiffany.
T-Dog. What
That's a different
is
voice
up
actor,
in
though.
his house?
Are you crying?
There's just so much beauty in the world, you know?
So that's the sitch. Think you can scope the deets on this gap for us, homie?
Sure thing, Kirito. Anything for a friend.
But I'm the one that asked you, Chocolate Rain. Do you think? Why you ignore me, bro? You got cotton in your ears? Oh God, I didn't mean it like that.
I'm Grand Wizard Asuna here is not what you'd call a people person.
Excuse me? Mr. Kettle, Mr. Pot called. He says you're black!
I like that.
What? It's a term phrase. It has nothing to do with race.
I'm sorry. It's just, you look like a very angry black man.
Okay, now you see that was racist.
Ah, this is great. See, we're learning stuff. But in all seriousness, Tiff, could you check out this weapon before Asuna starts a full-on race war?
I'll try, but appraising a weapon like this ain't going to be easy.
Wow, I can see you've really mastered your craft.
Guilty though. Says it's player made. Guy by the name of Grimlock. Other than that, nothing weird about it. Certainly nothing that let you kill in a safe zone.
Well, only one way to be sure.
Jesus Christ, what the hell are you doing?
Well, clearly I'm stabbing myself with this sword to see if it kills me. Oh God, what am I doing?
This thing's too dangerous for you to screw around with. Here, T-Fizzle, you take it.
Handed the black man a murder weapon. Tale as old as time.
Oh, wow.
Taylor
Restaurant.
Motors.
I haven't been here in hours. Glad to see the old place hasn't changed.
Do you really hate this place that much? Or do you just love the sound of your own voice?
It's my gift to the world.
Hate to break it to you, sweetie, but the world wants a gift receipt.
No refunds or exchanges, only store credit.
I'm sorry. Didn't you want to ask me some questions?
The grown-ups are talking.
Kirito! I'm sorry, Yoko, but have you ever heard of a player named Grimlock?
Well, that seems pretty definitive. So how do you know this guy? According to our investigation, he's the one who forged the sword that was used in the incident.
Murder?
Really? Then show me the body.
There is no body!
I rest my case.
It's SAO! There's never a body!
Wow, isn't that convenient?
Can I just jump back in here?
Yes, please. Maybe you can clear this up. Was there any reason Kynes would have wanted to fake his death?
What? Fake his death? You mean Kynes isn't dead?
No, of course he's dead.
Oh, right.
Now, Asuna, you can't prove that he's dead. Let me give this poor girl some hope.
Oh, don't even pretend that's what you're doing!
Ugh, fine, Asuna, I'll humor you. Yoko, why would Grimlock have wanted to make sweet love to your friend's chest with the business end of a broadsword?
Jesus Christ, Kirito!
What? I asked her! Jeez, I just can't win with you.
Well, it might have something to do with his wife's murder. 6 months ago,
His wife's
the guild
murder?
that Kynes, Grimlock, and I were a part of found an extremely
Yeah,
valuable
in the game you
item.
can marry.
Rather than
players.
fight over it, we decided to sell it and split the profits. But when Grimlock's wife Griselda went out to make the sale, she was killed. Since we were the only ones who knew about the item, we realized the killer had to be one of us, and the guild just fell apart.
Well, that sounds like motive to me.
Yeah, I've killed for less.
But why would Grimlock have suspected Kynes?
Well, when I said we decided to sell the item, it wasn't exactly unanimous. Kynes, I, and another player voted to keep it. A lancer named Schmidt.
Sounds like you're not a fan.
What? No! We're still good friends, actually.
Schmidt. Why does that name sound familiar?
You know him?
I think so. Oh, God, no!
I knew it! They're finally coming for me! It was only a matter of time! The walls are closing in!
Is he always like this?
Only when he's stressed.
Well, that's a relief.
He's always stressed.
Okay.
God damn it!
He used
I don't
to
remember
review
anything
games
else. I don't
back
remember.
in the
How do you
real
know?
world, but ever since he got trapped in here, he's been terrified that his more verbose commenters are going to make good on their threats.
I used to laugh at their comments. You hear me? Laugh! But now, what if they actually do chop off my limbs, rip out my intestines, and ride me like some sort of meat toboggan?
Hear that, Asuna? Meat toboggan. Try getting that image out of your head. Gripping his entrails like the reins of Santa's sleigh, streaking through the fresh morning snow on a trail of bile and gore, as his eyes beg the same question as the horrified children in his wake. Why?
Oh, God!
You just shut up and let her handle this. Go on, Yoko.
Calm down. No one's going to kill you over your review, Schmidt.
Really? Are you sure? My viewers aren't coming for me?
That's right. But Grimlock is. And he's coming to deliver righteous vengeance upon us.
This may have been a mistake.
I disagree. I think you got a real flair for this.
That's not helping!
Wait, no, that can't be it. Kynes was killed in a safe zone. Grimlock couldn't be the killer.
Thank you! Finally, a voice of reason.
It must have been Griselda's ghost! She's returned from beyond the veil of death to wreak bloody vengeance upon us all!
The wife's ghost?
Yeah.
Did I say reason? Sorry, I meant the screaming monkeys that live in her brain.
It's all our fault. We should have just done whatever Griselda wanted. There's no stopping her judgment now.
And you're okay with this? I don't know about you, but I have a duty to my fans to survive this game. I mean, to the ones who aren't threatening to use my spine as a pitching wedge.
Settle down, you two. I think we can safely assume a ghost is not the culprit here. Right, Kirito?
Of course not. Obviously, it was a hit by the Mermaid Mafia paid in leprechaun gold. But who was the puppet master? The unicorns? No, they've had a feud going with the mermaids for years.
Damn it, Kirito! This is serious! These people's lives are in danger!
No, they're not! For the last time, you can't die in a safe zone!
Yoko!
Uh,
Kirito, is she okay?
Well, I'm not a doctor, but I don't like her chances.
oh, okay. Kind of ended right when we're getting going.
Yeah.
You're getting into something really right there, right?
Yeah.
That was a long episode, too.
Yeah.
There's a few conversations there that I was just kind of like, I kind of wish that was a little shorter, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
That was almost the entire episode.
yeah.
yeah, they really didn't shorten anything up.
Yeah.
It. No, they didn't cut anything.
I don't know. I don't want to say anything that's gonna get people angry at me, but
Say what you want to say.
I feel like all Credo does is sarcastic one-liners that are hit or miss. For me, mostly this episode kind of miss. Like the time that we spend like all together on him making like sarcastic jokes are like 15% of the episode, you know. So, but I mean that's fine. That can happen. Another thing that, and I just want to get this out of the way so that we can focus on good stuff.
Yeah.
But another thing I don't love is Asuna.
Asuna, yeah.
Her voice actress is yelling half the time.
Yeah.
And I find it to be,
Annoying.
well, not necessarily
Distracting.
annoying, but not well performed and recorded. I feel like the recording actual audio doesn't sound very good because it's popping a lot with her yells, but also there's better choices than just being angry all the time, you know? Generally in comedy and improv and stuff like that, you don't want to resort to fighting all the time, and it feels like these two, they're kind of like riffing, or whoever's writing the show is kind of riffing.
Yeah.
And they're fighting a lot, you know? And that's fine. You guys can do
I
that.
looked at Calvin as soon as you
Yes.
started saying that.
But I'm just saying, like, you guys aren't doing scripted stuff, and I just feel like the screaming, the amount of screaming and the amount of one-liners that weren't nailing it for me were very high this episode, and that's fine. They can do that. Separately, though, the story was interesting.
The fact that
I could follow it at least.
That people are dying in a.
Yeah.
I mean, pretty much what happened is what happened.
Yeah.
There really is, with the exception of like what they're saying.
Mm-hmm.
They see someone
die.
die.
There's
in
a killer, or there's
or a ghost or whatever it is that's going on. Like
it's like a murder mystery. I like it.
So.
No sword fighing.
And now this one's like, it's in a to be continued thing now. So we're interested in seeing.
So a ghost of the guy that died in the beginning of this episode, right? The ghost of the wife of that guy.
Yeah, basically, like in the game, you can marry other people in the game, and then it gives you different benefits of certain things and whatnot. So there was a guild, and they had some item, and the one woman was leaving to go deal with the item, and then she died.
Yeah.
And then that they were deciding what to do with the item and whatnot too.
Sure.
So that's kind of what was going on with that.
Okay.
And now part of the people that were with that group are dying in safe zones. So
yeah.
My prediction is that the blue-haired chick, does she have blue hair?
The one that just fell out the window?
Oh yeah, her.
Yoko?
Yeah. Was she part of it?
I mean,
that's
she was the reviewer who had viewers that were writing mean comments and not liking stuff.
No, I just wonder if she was. I wonder if she was part of the conspiracy.
And then the guy who was hanging, and then you also have that Grimlock.
Yeah.
And then you also have Griselda.
Grimlock Kynes was the guy.
That's the guy that was in the hanging.
Yeah. Okay.
Schmidt and Yoko.
There was a moment in there where she looked weird after her question. I thought, oh, she's probably in on it. And then she died, but then I figured, oh, maybe they're killing her to keep her quiet or something.
We'll have to find out in the to be continued.
To be continued, yeah, we'll have to. Yeah. I say we just go ahead and watch that, and we'll just upload that tomorrow or something.
Yeah. All right. Tom, did you have anything about? Are you good?
One thing. This is just me complaining about the character decisions. At this point, Kirito doesn't really have any motivation for trying to solve this mystery, other than just base intrigue. He's not gaining anything from it. They don't seem to really be interested in each other, so it's not like he's trying to go along just to spend time with her, with Asuna.
So I have to assume in the original he liked her? Or they were just friends? Or
Asuna is like a romantic interest.
Is she the same one from episode 2 with the whole, how do I eat you?
How do I open a thing? Yeah, that whole, it's the same person with that. He met her in episode 2.
That is one thing, too. I don't know if you can say this about the original, is like when they start an episode, I have no idea where we are, where we're going, why we're going there, you know? I have to get my bearings before I can start to enjoy the episode.
I don't know. I felt that way too much, but like I think I told you when we started.
Before,
there are large gaps in between times. Like
they had that thing when they were doing the plan for the boss, right? And then it just
didn't really go anywhere.
Did something else. But I guess that introduces Asuna a little bit, or I don't know. I'm kind of just watching.
Kirito is a solo player, but he also does help on the front lines trying to push up boss stuff.
Sure.
But he also doesn't really like guilds and that kind of stuff either.
Yeah.
Okay.
When he was sitting there high, when she walks up and says, "Hey, we wanted your help on this and you didn't help us," kind of thing, he's like, "This is the perfect weather temperature time that this game ever has."
Yeah, it's
I want
like
to
the optimal weather settings. For
so
the
like
entire...
sometimes it rains, sometimes it snows, whatever. But that's the best it will ever be in that game until next year.
Oh,
really? So the next day might still be a fairly good day.
Yeah,
but it's not as good of a day as the day before.
You can fight the boss every day, but you can only get the weather.
Yeah. So he's like, I want to enjoy this day today.
Sure.
So that's kind of what happened. And then she laid down next to him and fell asleep, and that's just what happened. Okay. And then she's like, well, thanks for he didn't want to leave her there by herself, so he just stayed there and watched her. So she's like, well, I'll go get you food.
Yeah. So. She was actually thanking him by taking him to go get food because if you're unconscious in game, other players can manipulate your finger and give your equipment to themselves.
Oh, really?
Stuff like that. So that's why he was watching.
I know that you can be killed, but I don't remember that. So
yeah,
cool. But other than that, I mean, pretty much it's the same story, it just told slightly differently.
And then in safe zones, you can't be except for this, you can't be killed. If you
if you're in the main town or whatever where you're supposed to be safe, you shouldn't be able to get killed.
So couldn't you just theoretically stay there until someone beats the game?
There are people that do that.
Okay.
There are civilian players.
Yeah.
There's some players that haven't left the starting zone, which is on level 1.
Yeah.
They just stay there in the town of beginnings.
Yeah. That's probably me.
I'm just stay here. You guys go take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Because
I could die.
Yeah, you could.
You could. But also, the more players that aren't doing anything, the less amount of chance
I'll
that you
stay
have
on
to clear
floor
the game.
1 and I'll attack warthogs for the next 10 years.
Like a South
And
Park
you'll
episode.
be like
yeah, and
level 5.
Well, no, I'll just keep doing it. I'll keep doing it while everybody else is off killing themselves. I know that warthog won't kill me. I'll just keep doing that until
What you do,
either someone beats the game or I get strong enough where I can go beat the game.
What you need to do is just you do that and you get so strong that you can beat anything on level 2 and then go to level 2
and then just do that. Yeah,
you just keep upping it each
because
time.
I mean it's
Well,
not it's not like you could die.
Well, this is why I'm doing the Star Wars Old Republic One Life thing.
Yeah.
I was watching Sword Art Online. I'm like, it'd be fun to not be
Do
fun
this
to
to
be
other MMOs.
It'd be fun to be in a game where I could die, but no, I've never played through an MMO where if I die, I'm gonna get rid of this character.
Sure.
You know, and I think it just adds something else to me trying to play rather than I'm just going through. If I die, all right, I go back here.
Yeah.
I run back. I waste some time. Now, if I die, I'm just not gonna play this character anymore. I'm gonna delete it or whatever
Gotcha.
it is. So
It adds a level of fear and self-preservation, and also you have to have that that safety net.
yeah, well,
You have to have the right ratio of people to mobs or whatever to survive. And if you don't have it, you're gonna die. Somebody's gonna die.
Well, we ran the first dungeon, Flashpoint, and our healer at one point pulled aggro and was getting hit a lot. And I was like, run away! Just run!
Just run.
I was just like, no! At least at that point, where we were only level 10 or so. So he could delete the character, roll a new one, and then level it up back up to there. So it's not like we're at level 40.
Yeah,
It would be a lot of time to invest to make it.
Yeah, that would be terrible.
So I think it's adding a neat element. It's kind of fun playing, and it just makes it kind of a little fresher for me playing again. So
Yeah.
I'm interested to see where they. I like watching to see if they twist the story at all, and if it stays exactly the same or if they change anything. I thought it was funny the NPC thing that they did with the guild.
Yeah.
So him talking about you can't kill NPCs.
Yeah.
Some of my friends are NPCs.
Wait a minute.
So I thought that was kind of funny, but we're gonna move along and watch the next one. So make sure you guys follow along with us. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, follow blindwave.net for everything Blindwave. And until next time, I'm Aaron,
I'm Calvin.
I'm Eric.
and we'll see you guys later. Calvin, let Eric hit the button.